For the assessment of head and neck assessment, identify the patient using two identifiers. Determine the patient's level of consciousness, primary language, and literacy level. Check the EHR for a history of any conditions that have implication to the assessment to be performed. Review the EHR for a history of sexually transmitted disease, especially HPV. Ask the patient about a history of headache, dizziness, neck pain, or stiffness in the head or neck. Ask the patient if there is a history of difficulty moving the neck. Determine if the patient has a history of eye disease, diabetes mellitus, or hypertension. Ask if the patient has experienced blurred vision, flashing lights, or halos around the lights, or reduced visual field. Ask if the patient has experienced ear pain, itching, discharge, vertigo, ringing in the ears, or change in hearing. Determine if the patient uses a personal audio device or system. Review the patient's occupational history. Ask if the patient has a history of seasonal allergies, nasal discharge, epistaxis or nosebleeds, or post-nasal drip. Assess if the patient smokes or chews tobacco. Assess the patient's knowledge, prior experience with head and neck assessment, and feelings about procedure. For the planning, determine expected outcomes following completion of procedure. Prepare the patient by explaining the procedure. Anticipate topics for patient teaching. Perform hand hygiene. Assemble necessary supplies and equipment at the bedside. Close room doors and bed curtains. Position the patient sitting upright when possible. For the implementation, inspect the head's position and facial features. Look for symmetry. Assess the eyes during examination. Include patient teaching. Inspect the position of the eyes, color, condition of conjunctiva, and movement. Assess the patient's near vision and far vision. Inspect the pupils for size, shape, and equality. Test pupillary reflexes and accommodation. Observe the pupillary response of both eyes, noting brickness and equality. Assess the ears during the examination. Include patient teaching. Inspect the outer ear and external auditory canal. Gently press against the tragus and ask if the patient notes discomfort. Note the patient's response to questions and presence or use a hearing aid. Note if the patient cups a hand behind the ears or tilt the ear while listening. When hearing loss is suspected, check the patient's response to whispered voice one ear at a time. Stand behind and to the side of the patient. Exhale and whisper into the ear using a random combination of 6 letters and numbers. Repeat gradually, increasing voice intensity until the patient correctly repeats the words. Inspect the nose. Inspect externally for shape, skin color, alignment, drainage, and presence of deformity or inflammation. Note the color of mucosa and any lesions, discharge, swelling, or presence of bleeding. If drainage appears infectious, consult with a healthcare provider about obtaining a specimen. In patients with enteral tubes or nasotracheal tubes, inspect the nares for pressure injury, excoriation, inflammation, or discharge. Use a pen light. Look up into each nares. Stabilize the tube as needed. Inspect the skin around any adhesive stabilization device. Inspect the sinuses by palpating gently over the frontal and maxillary areas. Use thumbs to apply pressure up and under the eyebrows to assess the frontal sinuses. Use thumbs to apply pressure over the maxillary sinuses approximately 0.4 centimeter below the eyes. Assess the mouth. During examination, include patient teaching. Apply clean gloves. Inspect the lips for color, texture, hydration, and lesions. Have the patient remove lipstick if worn. Ask the patient to open the mouth wide. Inspect the teeth and note position and alignment. Note the color of the teeth and presence of dental caries, tartar, and extraction sites. Inspect the mucosa and gums. Determine if the patient wears dentures or retainers and if they are comfortable. Remove dentures to visualize and palpate the gums. Use a tongue blade to lightly depress the tongue and inspect the oral cavity with a pen light. Inspect the oral mucosa, tongue, teeth and gums for color, hydration, texture, and obvious lesions. If oral lesions are present, palpate gently with a gloved hand for tenderness, size, and consistency. Remove and dispose of gloves and perform hand hygiene. Inspect and palpate neck. For neck muscles, inspect the neck for bilateral symmetry of muscles. Ask the patient to slowly flex and hyperextend the neck and turn the head side to side. For lymph nodes, with the patient's chin raised and head tilted slightly, inspect the area where lymph nodes are distributed and compare both sides. To examine lymph nodes more closely, have the patient relax with the neck flexed slightly forward. To palpate, face or stand to the side of the patient and use the pads of the middle 3 fingers of the hand. Palpate gently in a rotary motion for superficial lymph nodes. Note if lymph nodes are large, fixed, inflamed, or tender. Discard used supplies and gloves in the proper receptacle. Proceed to the next examination or help the patient to a comfortable position and perform hand hygiene. Place the nurse call system in an accessible location within the patient's reach. Raise side rails as appropriate and lower the bed to the lowest position. For the evaluation, compare assessment findings with normal assessment characteristics or previous assessments. Ask the patient to describe common symptoms of eye, ear, sinus, or mouth disease. Ask the patient to list occupational safety precautions. Use stitch back. Revise instruction if patient or family caregivers is not able to teach back correctly. For the documentation, document all findings and document evaluation of patient and family caregiver learning. For the hand-off reporting, report unexpected findings or changes to the charge nurse or healthcare provider.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is
students, I'm Grace Gamboa and I will be your nurse for today, and I will conduct a head and neck assessment. So, can you tell me what is your full name and date of birth, ma'am?
My name is Leah Genesel Garcia. I was born on March 6, 2006.
So, what is your preferred language, ma'am?
I prefer Ilocano.
Okay? So, mabalik ko ka din ang kita ang wristband mo, tatlo ma-verify tayo tatlo ma-verify tayo yung details mo, ma'am. Okay, levan. No, naduma ba, ma'am? Makarikit na ka ti sakit ti ulo, wano, maululaw ka ba, wano adaba ti stiffness or iti neck pain mo, ma'am?
Makariklik na pero kaanong na nakata.
Okay, ma'am. So, no, naduma ba, ma'am, na igagarang mo ti tulmad mo, marigligatan ka ba, or normal lang mo ti fan?
Ano?
Okay. Ada ba ti history ti eye disease, diabetes, kan hypertension, ma'am?
Awan na.
Maka-experience ka ba ti blurred vision?
Ano?
Okay, so normal amin. Kahit di tangay lapad mo, makarikit na ka ba ti nasakit, no, agagatol, daduma? Awan mo ti changes, no, panagbalbalik ti panagtinan mo, ma'am? Okay. So, ada ba ti seasonal allergies mo, ma'am?
Awan na.
Awan? Agsigsigarilyo ka din, ma'am?
Secret. Ay, awan na. Ano?
Okay. So, that time, ag-proceed dati physical assessment. So, di mo na nga takot. Kita ang ti position ti ulong, ka lagi paset ti rubam no pantanot lang. So, agtugaw ka lang na saya at kan, ag-relax ka lang. So, the head and face of the patient look symmetrical. Ayun na. So, at ma'am, kita pa na sumarunod kat ti matam, kita no jay position na, jay color na, jay conjunctivam, kan jay movement ti eyes mo, ma'am. So, if mabalin ko ka din ay ganang tiro pa, ma'am, ibalang lang mo comfortable ka kung mo ka. So, mat ti position ti matam, ma'am, kan jay color ti matam kat normal, kan jay conjunctivam kat okay jay color na. Tas, isumaro mo, ma'am, kitaan ka no jay far vision kan near vision mo. So, mabalin mo ka din nga abungan ti right side ti matam kat basaan mo anya ti nakay surat dito yung papel.
Ken.
So, jay mat left side ti abungan, ma'am.
Ken.
Okay, good. Next, near vision mo, ma'am. So, abungan ulit jay right side. Basaan mo ito nakasulat.
Ken.
Jay left side ulit, ma'am.
Ken.
Okay, good. So, the next nga kita ma'am kat jay pupil mo. Kita anta jay no aggressive respond lang ti pupil mo. So, sarang ko lang iti light, ma'am, ah. Kumita ka lang ito, ma'am. So, okay mo dyan, pupil response mo, ma'am, ibig sabihin, di dyan, nervous system mo kahit agpang-function nga, nasayaan. So, tisumano no, kahit dyan, ears mo, ma'am. So, no, itan mo ko dito, ay tilapag mo, ibagam lang no, ano, tinasakit nga marik ng mga. Daba na sakit, ma'am? Diba nga? Awan. Okay. Tatan, abungam jay right ni ear mo, tas agara sa asnak, ma'am, tas i-unit mo no ano jay, inbaga.
1, 2, 3, A, B, C.
To left side, ma'am.
3, 2, 1, C, D, A.
Okay, good. So, isuwaran mo, ma'am, nga i-examine tayo kat ti nose mo. At tumangad ka lang basit ma'am, takita ako dito yung nagtiagong mga dabati swelling or lesions with no presence of bleeding. So, 1 minute ma'am. Next, tanggap kang dito, ikastoy mo, kat ibagang no nasakit, punahaan mo ha. Dalawa na sakit mo. Ayan. Okay, next. Ayan. Okay. Isumalo mo, kat lips niya. So, next ma'am, kita lang dito lips mo. So, iganak isa naman kakitaan ka na dito texture, the color na. So, open na. Okay. Pabalin mo ka din nga i-open the mouth mo, ma'am. Kakitaan ka dito position the ngipon mo. Dito position si so, okay, multi-position the ngipon mo kan color na kan awan the presence the lesions na. So, next, good, ajay, neck. Alin ba nga kumita ka ito na side? Okay, toy. Tumangad ka, ma'am. Magdumo. Dabati na feel mo nga pain or discomfort, ma'am?
Awan po.
So, tata, ipalpate ko lang ito ay ayan, tiwuno. Iganak lang ito yung part iti tangad mo kat ibagam no adal tinasakit no haan mama. Okay, start na ako ma'am. Itangad mo lang basta ito. Tingnan. Diba na sakit ma'am? Toy. Okay. Next, toy. Ako mo lang masakit ma'am.